These cheerful animals found on a Dollar Tree blanket are the stars of the show in today's video. We're going to be using all of these sweet little elephants, giraffes, zebras, and the lion to decorate some baskets. This Dollar Tree blanket opens up and is very soft. For $1.25, it can be used in ways other than just a little blanket. And in today's video, I'll show you how. My name is Lisa, and welcome to my channel. Today's video is called Dollar Tree Decoupage DIYs, and we're going to use the little charming animals that I've carefully cut from the baby blanket. You can see here a couple of examples. There's different color combinations as well. I'm going to use one of the Dollar Tree small $1.25 baskets, as well as some Mod Podge fabric for this project. We're also going to use a larger cotton rope basket that I bought at a discount store for $9.99, and I'm going to use some of the animals to decorate this. So I invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy seeing how easy it is to take a plain basket and elevate it in very charming ways. A pair of fine scissors like these works really well to cut out the animals because you want to cut them very closely. You don't want any of the white border to show. So you can see, I certainly won't bore you with the whole process, but you can see how easy it is just to go around carefully the outline of each little animal. I sat and watched a show while I went ahead and cut all of these out. It does take a little time, so you want to find something else interesting to do while you do your cutting. So once you have them cut out, I'm going to first show you how easy it is to elevate the look of a plain cotton rope basket. This is the one I mentioned that I had gotten at a discount store. I'm also using this Mod Podge fabric to apply to the back of each little animal. A sponge brush from Dollar Tree works really well to apply the Mod Podge. The Mod Podge fabric is a thicker product than the regular Mod Podge. So take a look at your little animals and you'll see that one side is a little bit more clear than the other side. And so go ahead and apply your Mod Podge to the side that you do not want to show. And you can see I'm applying a nice thick coating to the back side. Be sure to apply a nice heavy coat because you want your little animals to adhere to the basket. I'm applying the Mod Podge to the back of each animal rather than to the surface of the basket because I'm trying to avoid getting any of the Mod Podge on the rope basket itself. I think it will give it a cleaner look. After adhering the lion, I added a top coat of the fabric Mod Podge to the surface. It does at first look milky, but it will dry clear, and I thought that would help it to just seal it against the front of the rope basket. The little blue elephant is the next animal to be applied. And I did the same thing, just applying with that sponge brush a nice thick coat of the fabric Mod Podge, and then just used my finger to smooth it on. Next is our little zebra, and you can see that the two sides are actually quite different. One is more of a blurred image. So in this case, we want the side with the more clearly defined features to be face up, and you can see I'm putting Mod Podge on the back side again. I think that soft gray looks so pretty against the more saturated darker gray of the basket. And I'm just going to continue now to attach the animals all the way around the bottom border there of the basket. And as you can see, I'm just adding a nice top coat of the fabric Mod Podge to that top surface of each of the animals. I want to let some of that dry, so we'll move on to our next project, which is decorating the little basket, and then we'll return to our larger basket to add some additional embellishments. But here you see I'm just removing the tag. These $1.25 baskets from Dollar Tree are so versatile. Here's one that I decorated using a bird's nest design napkin. Again, I used a decoupage technique after using my water pen to cut out the bird's nest and the feathers and the willow branch. But today we're going to transform this one using some of our little cutout animals. My grandson's name, Leo, means lion, and so I'm going to decorate this little basket for his nursery using all of our little lion cutouts. Again, I'm using the fabric Mod Podge to cover the back side, and then we're going to just decorate that outer perimeter as well as the interior of the basket. Again, I applied a thick coat of the fabric Mod Podge, and you can see how nicely the little lion adheres to the front surface of that basket. Then I'm going to go ahead and decorate the interior with some more of the lions, as well as some of the little green leaves that I also cut out of the baby blanket. I'm showing you now just how easy it is to decorate the interior as well. And again, I'm just going to use lions on this project. And I think some of the other animals would be a little bit too large for the depth of the basket anyway. So here again, just applying the little lion. And you can customize these in any ways that you would like. But I thought that that Dollar Tree baby blanket really did offer some nice possibilities for decorating a child's themed basket. This would certainly come in handy, too, for holding small items up on a child's dresser. Now let's go back to our larger basket and add some more embellishments. Now, as often happens, my projects always evolve. I start a project and then often come up with ways to embellish or enhance it. And that happened with this. I thought it would be nice to have a more three-dimensional effect, and I had plenty of the little animals, so I went ahead and added an overlay on top of each. You can see it makes it a little thicker, prettier, and a little more dimensional. So here you can see I've added all except for the giraffe, and I'm going to show you just how easy that is to do. You simply take one of the cutouts that's identical to the one you've already applied, and then add a little bit of Mod Podge, and you can see what we're going to do is just overlay it. Not exactly. We want a little bit of that background from the original animal to kind of show through, and that creates a little more visual interest. So now that I've gotten a sense of how I want to overlay it, I'm just going to apply some Mod Podge to the back. And I decided also not to put a top coat of Mod Podge. I think the colors remain a little bit more vivid without that top coat. So by using an overlay, we're going to have not only dimensionality, but a little bit more vivid colors than we would have had just leaving it as they were. So you can see now I'm just overlaying it. And again, I had plenty of cutouts. So it just, I think, proves to be an enhanced appearance. I also added some of the little green leaves that I cut from the baby blanket. And that adds, again, a little bit more visual interest and a little bit more color around those animals. And for a final flourish, I'm just going to cut off that tag and add some pretty ribbon to the handles. I thought this would be really pretty. It kind of mimics the pattern on those green leaves that decorate the basket. I bought this at Michael's. It was on a clearance. So I'm just going to go ahead and make some simple bows for each of the handles. And I think that also just adds a bright pop of color and ties nicely in with the green of those leaves. So here it is. What do you think? Please let me know in the comments below what you think of the project and what ideas you might have. I would love also for you to consider subscribing. Here you can see how the dimensionality does enhance the overall look, and I think the ribbons add a charming feature. The little basket coordinates nicely as well, and I'm very pleased with this project. I hope this inspires you to create some of your own. Thanks for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed the show. Take care, and God bless.